Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear student, today we will discuss about our final lecture, that is about IELTS speaking test, because I have presented three lecture before this, and it is the last lecture about the speaking. That is very important. That is when you are going to apply for the IELTS International English Language Testing System. So that is very important for a learner who are going to apply for the IELTS examination. And specific, I will discuss about the speaking test. So before starting my test, I would like to uh, request you to subscribe my channel so that you can receive my all videos on daily basis. So this is my first slide. What kind of thing you have to do and what kind of thing you have to don't do. Don't memorize answer, because don't memorize answer, especially in a part 1. Memorize language doesn't give the examiner an accurate measure of your English language skill. The examiner will be able to tell if you have memorized your answer, and this may influence your final band score. Don't memorize this. Whatever he is asking you, you have to tell them on the right way. Just think over it for a while and then try to answer it. That is a very good way, because if you have already memorized the answer, then you will not be able to answer you in front of the examiner. So next tip is this: don't use big and unfamiliar words, because that is very wrong technique. When you are using unfamiliar word and using very big word, this is somehow caused your mistake in while you are speaking. You may not to impress the examiner with a big and complex word in your speaking test, but be safe. Avoid using word you are not familiar with. There is a higher chance of making mistake by either mispronouncing pronouncing word or using them in a wrong context. Mistake can affect your final band score. Use a range of vocabulary that you know which is relevant to the topic being discussed. Locate the topic in a turn, uh, making a vocabulary list or mind map to help you learn more words and phrases connected to these topic areas. So this is the suggestion. Whatever you already know, that you use very simple word but the meaningful word, not use the word that you don't know about. The and one thing, connotation, denotation and connotation, you must consider it, because they always look at your expression always. So my third range is this: use a range of grammatical structure, because we have a proper structure of a sentence. If you are using such kind of thing, it will be beneficial for you. When IELTS examiner assess your speaking skill, they mark you against the following assessment criteria: fluency and coherence. Fluency is what you are speaking, it you are speaking in a right way. And what is coherence? Coherence is this: whatever you are speaking, it may linked with the other paragraph or sentence, whatever you are presenting in front of him, whether it is linked each other. Lexical resources, kya are you taking a lexical? Lexical is a dictionary resources. Grammatically range and accuracy, your range should be accurate and it should be grammatically alright. And the fourth one is pronunciation, it should be alright. You don't need to pronounce whether you are American or British. You should speak in a natural way, but it should be alright. The first thing is you should speak the correct sentence. Try and use a range of grammatical structure using complex and simple sentences to express what you want to say. Know your own error and practice speaking to the friend in English, or record yourself to see if you can spot error. If you hear in a error, make sure that the correct yourself. You are assessed on your ability to use different grammatical structure accurately. So it is important that the practice speaking about the grammatical structure past and the present and the future using correct tenses. If you are using the correct sentence in front of your examiner, you may be able to get good marks. The fourth tip is very important. Don't worry about your accent, whether you are a British, whether you are an American, whether you are an Asian. Don't need to bother about the accent. You should speak in a natural way. With the face-to-face speaking test, the IELTS examiner understands a wide range of accident, so will be able to understand what you say. Unlike uh, a a, an I machine, if you can communicate well, then there is nothing to worry about. But do able aware of sound that you have difficulty, and make sure that you stress and intonation. And what is stress intonation? It means stress is emphasizing the word, and intonation is the rise and fall of your speech. As English is stress time language, practice with a friend and they will tell you if they can't understand what you are saying. So that is very good technique. So don't worry about your accent, but whatever you are speaking, it should be a correct and all right. So, tip number 5, pause to think. You can also give a pause, a space to think over it. There is no harm in taking a brief pause to think about it, what you want to say. We all do it to process question. You can use phrases to give you time to think during the speaking. Test phrase such as that's an interesting question. When you are asking such kind of thing, it means that your mind is processing, getting processed. So if your mind is processing, it means that you are thinking something. I have never thought about it, but let me see. That a good point. That's a difficult question, but I'll try and answer it well. Some people say that this is the case. However, I think, let me think about that for a minute. So these are the expressions which make you able to think for a while and then you speak. So these you can use such kind of expression while you are sitting in front of an examiner. So tip number 6, avoid using filler. Speak confidently and avoid using filler word. We generally use the filler word when we don't know what to say. However, this shows that the examiner that you can't assess the appropriate language or idea. It's important to avoid them, to use the phrase what give it input. Avoid the following fillers such as like, well, yeah. These are the words which make him very difficult to understand you. That's why you should avoid such kind of fillers. So tip number 7, extend your answer. If you are asking a answer, then you should give them answer and you should extend your answer so that that could be easily understood. Try to answer the examiner question in full. Extend your answer and don't wait for the examiner to prompt you with a question. When your answer are short, this shows that examiner that you can't talk in detail about the topic. If your examiner say why, they are permitting you to give a reason for your answer if you extended more fully. Such as, if I will give you a question rather than this slide, if your examiner said that why do you like the blue color, something like he may ask you why do you like blue color, so you should answer that something like that. I like blue color because whenever I wear blue color, my mother feels very happy, and the people say that you are looking so smart. And on the top of it, I myself feel very comfortable in blue color. That's why whenever I have a chance to wear on my dress, I wear blue color. So this is such kind of thing you have to expand it. So, tip number 8, smiling help pronunciations. Smiling can help calm your nerves, which is turned to help your pronunciation. Make sure that enunciate clearly, opening your mouth wide enough to that the sound come out clearly. When we smile, our mouth is bigger than the tone of our voice is more friendly. Using clear enunciations and tone will show the examiner that you can use a range of pronunciation features. So smiling face and smile is the key which make you able to overcome the hesitations and nervousness when you are going through the examination or when you are sitting in front of examiner. So you should be very easy to smile in front of him, and your answer should be with a smile, so that you should overcome the nervousness and fear you are passing through it. So the tip number 9 is there: don't speak in a monotone. Sometime when we speak, we produce a flat sound, a monotone with a little variation. This makes it more difficult to express what you say and makes it more difficult for the listener to identify what part of your message are important, because you have to give a stress and intonation, putting the emphasis on a certain word and putting the section in your speech can make your conversation with the IELTS examiner more engaging. When we emphasize certain word, it makes it easier to compare with and contrast ideas by the stressing your word. It is it also increases the flow of conversation. So remember, don't speak in a monotone. It means that you don't need to speak in a same voice, such as you have to give stress or intonation. I will give you the example after these two, where vary the stress and intonation to add emphasis. Use your hands to gestures to help the rhythm and the conversation. Now I would like to give you the example of stress and intonation. If I say that, okay, you are going to attend the marriage party, it means that I am giving a stress on a you. It means that I am talking about a you, I am talking about a person. So I have given the stress on a you, and the rest of the sentence I have made it stressless. You are going to attend the marriage party, and if I say that I have to give a stress on a marriage party, or if I have to give a stress on going, so it would be something like that: you are going to attend the marriage party. It means that I have given a stress on a going, so that the stress may have changed and from I to verb go. So stress or intonation make your a sentence very understandable and very easy. So next is the last and final. My slide is here. Tip 10: practice common IELTS topics. What kind of topics you are going through it, because on social media and as well as Google, there are a lot of material is given which make you able to pass your examination with a good band. So go through it. Part 2 of the IELTS speaking test requires you to speak on a given topic for about 2 minutes. It means he is giving you a 2 minutes, and from these 2 minutes he may judge that, okay, what kind of speaking do you have. Practice common IELTS topic with the friends, family and colleagues to improve and the learn vocabulary associated with the each topic. It means that on which topic you are going to talk or you are going to discuss, you may know about the vocabulary. If you are talking about earthquake, you may know about the vocabulary of earthquake. If you want to know about the inflation, you may also have an active vocabulary. If you are talking about the economics of the country, you may know about the terms and condition of the common topic. You can practice in the speaking test include such as a topic are given over here, so that you can understand it very well. Tourism and the travel, it means you are talking about the tourism, and education is also over there. Transport is there, environment is over here, family life is here, sports and recreations, crime and punishment, and the internet, advertising and retail. So these are the common topic which you can speak it very well. So such kind of thing which is usually currently a gigantic issue or a big issue, you may also talk on every day on it, because when you are talking on a every day on it, that would be very helpful for you to speak. And the routine classes and the current classes are the key topics to discuss each and everything with your friend and as well as your family member and your teacher. So that's it from here. I have presented you all the slides and I am giving you all suggestion. This suggestion will make you a good bands and you will get a good band. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and now I have completed my R4 skills, and from here I said goodbye. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Once again, thank you.